Hey guys, welcome back to MLB The Show 16 with my left-handed knuckleball pitcher, drafted to the Boston Red Sox. I decided that I wanted to try to get some more videos in during the week, so the plan with the videos are going to be that I am going to try to make at least one set of content a day, whether it be FIFA or the show or either one of the games as like background content for role-playing information. But that's my plan thus far. But as far as this game goes, I'm having a little bit of success as a knuckleball pitcher. I did make the description or the title of this video "Guess My K Count" because I have had some reasonable marginal success with strikeouts, and I thought maybe I'd interact with the people who watch the videos a little bit more. If you like the content I'm putting up with my pitcher or my forward in FIFA, or even the D&D content that I'm putting over top of the FIFA, like, share, and subscribe my channel. Leave comments. Let me know what you think I could do better. I've decided to take off the live stream chat box for at least for today, just to see if it makes me feel more like I'm just playing the game and less worried about what people's opinions are during the game. Your opinions do matter to me. I just I've spent a lot of time staring at it, hoping that someone's going to say something. But anyways, last I remember, my pitcher was 7-1, 6-1. We had 2 games ago. We had probably the worst inning of our life, where we had a 5-run second inning. But we haven't had anything similar to that, and I don't think I've hit accurately on this knuckle curve once. There it is. There's the first time that I've hit that knuckle curve accurately. But I'm digging the knuckleball pitcher. You guys can see when I'm going through my games, for the most part, I'm throwing knuckleball, 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 and then sporadically getting in the cutter and the knuckle curve. The knuckleball on its own is a really hard pitch to hit, so I'm not too worried going away from it. Alright, so we're going to get into this next game here, and let's see, my next appearance. I got a 2.51 ERA. I'm 7-1, 48 strikeouts over 71.5 innings. It's not what it was at the beginning. It wasn't the same as it was at the beginning when I was sporting basically a strikeout an inning. I'm not doing that much anymore, but I still have had some decent strikeout games. So we're going to go straight throwing the cutter as per the catcher's decision here.
It's baseball. It's the show.
Inside. Not a good way to start the game. I gotta have.
Is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0.
Man, okay, so 0-2. We just gotta get some balls over the plate at this point. The knuckleball is gonna be one of those pitches that guys are gonna lay off even if it's down the center of the plate, because it's gonna dance a lot. All right, 3-1. Gotta get another ball over the plate.
He sure seems to be sticking
No,
with the
and I walk my
off-speed
first
stuff
batter.
here.
This is not a good start to a live stream or a video of any stretch. My walks are down. I don't have a lot of walks,
His
but
first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
walking anyone
No
is
ball
not a
for
good
the
idea.
strike.
So
Checked his swing there and pops this one up. And a rather easy first out.
oh, my first baseman. Oh, I'll tell you what, this guy. Maybe he'll come up with me when I go to the Sox, because he's playing great defense.
His numbers compare unfavorably once
Now,
he leaves the comforts of home.
the guy at first wants to steal. That's almost a guarantee at this point.
Sends
So
that one
I
out
gotta
of play
do
for strike
everything in my
one.
power to
Runner at first
ignore
here, one man
him,
out.
because I cannot
I think I'd take
distract
that one
myself
too.
with trying to
It's
pick him
0-2
off
now.
and then put him on second. Especially the way that
That misses,
the way
1
that
and
I've been
2.
throwing. What I usually been trying to get
And here's a ball
in
lifted
these
high
games
into
is
foul ground down
just
the
a couple
right
of
field
innings
line.
of
Ferris is over and
of
he puts it
hitless
away
ball.
in foul ground for the second
You know,
out.
the first inning I gave up a hit,
And
or I
with
gave
that,
up a
here's
walk,
look
so I
at
still
the
haven't given up a hit
visitors'
yet.
starting
But
lineup. What's the key
I gotta
for
have a
them to
couple of
win this
innings where I
series
don't give up
opener, Steve?
anything. The only thing that happens is I go out there, I get some outs, and we move along. And it's just steal the second. That's almost a guarantee. When you're throwing 60 miles an hour,
Oh, tried to hold back as this is hit back toward the mound. A scoop with the bare hand.
oh come on!
Love the effort, though.
Nearly a remarkable
So,
play, but scored
shortstop
a base
couldn't
hit,
charge
and
it
the
fast
inning
enough to get to
continues
the
with 2
ball.
away.
So now we
Effort
got
no
2 guys on.
is in with 2 away now
A
as he
single's
looks
a
at
run.
called strike one.
I
Lifted the other way out to left center. Cottrell is in pursuit.
all right. It looks like
and
okay.
the inning
There's
is
3
over.
outs. Now, 2 of
No
my 3
runs,
outs on
they
that
hit
were
2
foul ball
left.
outs, and I'll
So
take
it's
that.
on to the bottom of inning number
Foul
one.
ball
No
outs are my
Alfredo
best friend at this
Bartek
point, because
will dig
I don't
in,
have
and
to
this
worry
season
about
certainly hasn't been all that kind to
the
him as
ball
he
coming
enters
back in
with
play or
the
anything like
average
that.
down in the
So
230s.
my poor defense, the guys that are poor
Watch this
defense
thing to
behind
try and
me
get an idea.
are
It's 0-1.
not as big of a threat to
Just a
me.
bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
Could I have had that ball to get the guy out at first? Probably. I probably could have, but then you're risking me trying to throw the ball.
Did a
And
good
realistically,
job to shorten up and
I'd
protect
rather
the plate, and
eat
he'll
the
have another shot
eat the
at it
ball
here.
and have to find another out somewhere than
And that's
risk
a
that.
swinging strike
There's a
3 in
strikeout.
the dirt.
Anyone with the
And he
strikeout
makes the
counter,
throw
that's
to
1
first.
for this
Marte
video.
is
We'll do
retired,
per
and there's
game.
1 away.
We'll do per
And
game.
with
Why
that,
not?
Here's a look at the
That's
Portland
1 for this
defense. It's brought to us by Majestic.
I'm not
EK,
shooting
what do
for
you got?
10.
Well,
I
guys,
mean,
we get to
10
watch
is
one of the
not
best fielding teams
a
in the
very
league. They
high
can go
number,
out and
given
hit the
that,
ball as well as
who was
anybody
it?
in all of baseball. Makes pitching
He was a
lot
Nationals pitcher. Scherzer has already thrown 20 strikeout
That's
game
taken. Now
this
it's
year.
0-2.
I know it's your first
yeah,
at-bat
it's,
of the ball game, and you want to work the count
not-
a little, but those were 2 pretty good pitches to
Yeah,
have a rip
I
at.
don't need 20,
Big
but I'll take
swing and a
2.
miss at
There's
the
2
knuckler,
back-to-back
and now there are
strikeouts.
2 gone.
And here's the
Um,
pitch sequence coming up. No
The
surprise
knuckleball
what this is gonna
getting
be.
nasty, that looks
Knuckleball,
nasty
good
coming
morning.
in, and
Knuckleball,
given
good
that I'm not
afternoon.
accurate with it,
And
if you're
knuckleball,
picking up on the catcher moving in the back,
That's a
you may
rough
not
AB.
be
Starts him out with a
preparing
good
yourself for the
dancing
right
knuckleball for a strike.
position of the ball, because I am inaccurate.
Barely able to
Cutter
make
getting straight
contact. Down
2.
0-2
I
now.
like having that
No
cutter
score here as we play
because
inning number 2.
all of my stuff comes off the same angle. Like there's no change of angle on my pitches. Like they're like a
Protecting on
pro.
0-2, so
Sometimes
we'll do it again.
if you want to throw your 12-6, you come over the top than you would for your fastball or maybe your
And he tried to
changeup.
hold up in time,
That's
but
3
to no
strikeouts.
avail as he went around,
My
and
whole
the
second inning, that is 3 strikeouts.
Emilio Baez
But there's no arm
strides
angle
forward
change, so
with a hot
I come in
bat
with a
his
cutter.
hands. Great numbers
It looks
over
just
the
like my
past few
knuckleball.
games.
Out of my hand until you get to see the ball
Right
rotation.
there for strike 1.
And that first strike pitch has been very good.
Line toward the gap in
Okay,
left
there's
center.
a hit.
And
So
that finds some
I go the
outfield
first inning, I
grass.
give
It's
up a hit.
base
Second inning, I get 3 strikeouts. Third inning, I lead it off with a hit. So
Jack
I mean,
Whitley will get a second shot now.
if anyone was
He worked
expecting
out
any
a walk
different,
to
it's
open
just
the
kind of,
ballgame.
you know,
And that's
if you can
inside
hit a
for ball,
knuckleball,
1-0.
knuckleballs are easier to hit in the sense that they're slower, but I mean they dance, so they're not as predictable as.
Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike.
Yeah, even if I would have thrown the cutter there, you probably would have had the steal.
No one out with a runner at second.
And the AI on the game is going to pick up on that. I'm going to eventually have to throw over to first again to scare him back. I don't want to because I haven't had any success doing that.
Way out toward right field.
Right, there's an out.
Taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he is in there.
Okay, man on third. Okay, so here we are. I need, with one out, this has to be a strikeout here. Unless it sits to the right side. Nope, that's a base hit. Or that's not a base hit, but that's a run. And that's on me. That's kind of a lackadaisical throw-in, though, for my center fielder. Spinning around and whipping it in.
Aldo Castillo is into the for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
There's gonna very often I'm not going to have games where I'm going to have no runs come across now. I'm understanding that more and more as I pitch. But this has got to stop. These innings where I give up, because 64 speed against a knuckleballer could still probably steal second base.
Abraham Blum steps in now. Up and in here as he had to bend out.
I have very little control over this knuckleball.
That's the pitch you want it to come on.
Yeah,
is that a
easier to get on base
pop fly? Not foul ball, but all right, one run. Over 3. My teammates have been good about enough to give me a little bit of run support each game. So, okay, it's tied. I'm in no decision land right now. Going into the 4th. I say that because I usually get into the 6th, and then the 7th is kind of wavery, and then the farther into the game past that is even less and less, obviously, because guy gets fatigued. I start giving up hits more and more or whatnot. So yeah, this is unless we come up in the top of the 5th and they have given me an additional run, I will assume that I will probably be taking a no decision. I won't assume the loss, obviously, because my job as the pitcher right now is to hold that one run and not put us back into a loss. That is okay. I was gonna say that is a strike. If you've watched any of my other videos for the road to the show, I've had problems with corner pitches not being called strikes. Granted, again, I'm not as accurate as I need to be for corner pitches, but I've hit the corner a couple different times on some pitches, and I didn't get the call. The foul ball outs, I'll take them. I would love to be able to see a chart of the outs according to where they were caught, because I get a lot of foul ball outs.
And this is taken outside for ball 1.
My philosophy of basically staying low on hitters fell apart really early into this series because I wanted so badly to keep the knuckleball and the knuckle curve down and to not risk them being up, because if they're up, they're hittable, and it also guarantees that they're well, it's more likely that they're a fly ball. There's a 4th strikeout for today's game. And if they're fly balls, they could be home runs. I prefer foul ball, fly balls, and ground balls for outs. All right, so my team did give me a run, so now I'm back in the win possibility, and at 7-1, having a chance at a win here that makes me happy.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1.
Now, the knuckleball. I understand that. Like you guys can see my scale, so you're like, wow, you have been inaccurate 77% of the time with your pitches. With the knuckleball specifically, I can be inaccurate as long as
Now a knuckleball, and it's
as
looked
long
at
as I
for strike
don't
one.
move it too much, I have a chance that it's going to fall into the strike zone anyways.
Could be pumped up a little bit.
Now he bounces
And
a knuckleball up to
I
the
do
plate
have
for a ball.
4 strikeouts already, so
Fifth inning, 2-1 our score.
letting it kind of be a little inaccurate hasn't hurt me too much. And I've gotten quite a few of those already too. That's a foul ball fly out. And again, I understand that the foul ball flyouts and ground balls are not sexy as far as watching videos, but look at my guy. Look at him. He's just, there's no need to be sexy. He's doing his work. He's going out, doing his job, goes back. He's going to have to eventually get on a team that hits, because then he can help his own cause. Alright, no more run support after the 5th, so top of the 6th. I got to come out here and I got to deal another decent inning. Now, the 6th, the 5th and the 6th have been the innings where I've had trouble in my other games. Running into multiple hit innings and runs scored and stuff like that. So, and here's the first hit of what could be a run for them. But if I get out of the 6th, the 7th is kind of up in the air anyways, because I'm not always guaranteed that I'm going to get the 7th inning, or a starting pitcher isn't always guaranteed that they're going to get the 7th inning. Alright, so their DH, I got him to pop out to right field. Got scared because it was in play, so again, I get worried that is a home run ball, and I am going to challenge the cutter inside on. I want to try to get the cutter here, ground out, double play ball, something to that effect. There's a chance for it. 58 speed going first, that's double play. So give up the first hit of the inning and get out of it. No strikeouts. I'm still only at 4 strikeouts for game 1, but that's 4 more than I want to give myself credit for. Although I have had some success with strikeouts. I'm holding on to my showtime. At this point, there's no reason to assume that I'm coming out of the game. I mean, unless they're like, well, it's a safe situation, and I get beat up. There's another strikeout. There's 5. If I get hit a couple times in these later innings, then I can understand them pulling me, but I'm going to save the showtime just in case I get to a point where I'm going into the later innings. I want to get a couple spot pitches in. I've only thrown 68 pitches, given that I threw 7 innings the other day, and I threw 7 innings the other day, and and there's a triple. That's a double with an error, but they're gonna, and I'm done. And I'm done. Didn't even get to use any of the showtime. We won. I don't know if the, I didn't even get the win. I got a no decision. The guy on third is my run.
And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our
that's a frustrating game. Because you get a no decision. Let's look at the pitcher analyst.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Sea Dogs come out on top 3-2. Good night, everybody.
Alright, so 83% of the time I threw that knuckleball as a strike. That's not bad. I mean, out of the 80 pitches I threw, 69 of them were strikes, I think, is what they're saying there. Not... I mean, it was a no decision. What did they end up tailing me with? Only 1 earned run. So, that's not too bad. But that means that I only got hit for 1 earned run there. But I, again, only threw... what'd I throw? 6? 6 1/3 innings. I mean, I want this stuff. I don't. What? Why is it going down? I don't care about the knuckleball velocity or the knuckle curve velocity. Those are not things that bother me. So I'm just gonna ignore those problems. It's the cutter velocity that I want. It's always going to need improvement. Alright, so, yep, we'll do game 2 here, and then we'll call for today. My ERA went down by 0.09. Still only 7-1, 53 strikeouts. I had five strikeouts in the first game. So... Alright, for the video, really cool, man. Okay, so not terribly scared off by a guy who's blue across the board.
It's baseball.
And I am just going to, again, I'm just going to load up that knuckleball over the middle of the plate because my inaccuracy is going to move it around for me. Alright, not a foul ball, but an out. Popped up to the infield.
And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, I'm excited to see if that man hitting sixth can keep it going. He's been a really tough out this year, bringing an on-base percentage over 400 into the game. So I have a feeling he could be a key player in this one when it's all said and done.
You can't let him get on here. This is you got to get the strikeout.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2.
All right.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate.
Okay, so I don't want to waste pitches on this guy. And I didn't get to use any of my showtime last time, so we're going to use it. And we're going to try to get this low cutter strikeout.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2.
All right, well, then I'm going to put the knuckle curve over here. I'm going to assume that the reason why I'm not getting told what pitch to throw anymore is because the difficulties went up. And there's a hit. And the bobble in left field. See, guys, these are things that don't happen. Okay? In the pros, I doubt that this happens in the minor league. You don't get situations where your guy that's trying to be a pro ball player fumbles the ball like that and forfeits second base to a guy who hit a very shallow ball into left field. Like, come on, that doesn't really happen. And that is quite frustrating that I have to put up with that. Okay, so I'm gonna try the knuckle curve.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again.
I'm not getting any help by the catchers anymore. I'm assuming that's a difficulty thing. I could be watching their fingers.
That'll move it to 1-2
Two is my knuckle curve.
Up there against a guy who's been fouling everything off in sight. You never know. Maybe he goes after that one too.
One. That's my knuckleball.
Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a ball.
And this is where he gets...
Yeah, unfortunately that's a strike. There's no point in having...
Fly ball out toward left center field. Cottrell on the move.
Are you serious?
But he can't get to it, and that'll score the runner from second.
Okay, so the first inning I've given up a run. Okay, well, we're immediately doing this. And yeah, I'm doing it in the video because I'm going back to beginner. This is trash.
Out in front of it, strike one.
I'm a 56 overall. I'm throwing a knuckleball that there's no reason a knuckleball is anywhere near him getting a chance to
right there. Throw gets him
to hit the ball like that. I'm using Showtime. I don't understand what the problem is with any of that.
Jeff MacArthur will stand in, back in the lineup.
And yeah, I will put it back up to dynamic, but I'm not going to put it up to... Why would I play dynamic when I'm a 56, 58, whatever overall? We'll wait until I get to the pros.
And they leave one on now to the bottom of inning number one.
First inning, give up a run.
Michael King.
Michael King. That is that's one of the YouTube streamers that
well, for me, that's just
I
really
watch.
impressive for a guy his
It's
age.
nice to see. He did say that he was interfaced directly into the game, so that's cool. He's running a Mariners franchise right now, so this is pretty nice. I get
their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taking
I should
all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much.
I should take a screenshot or something, but not too worried about it. Anyone that knows who I'm talking about can tell him he just struck out looking. And that's one strikeout for this game.
At the plate, Calvin
now, my second inning, last game is where I had 3 strikeouts. 3 of my 5 were all in the second inning. I will not get 3 of my 5 in the second inning of this game. But I'll get a 1-pitch ground out. And my team scored a run last inning, so they did help me out. And there's another 1-pitch hit, foul ball out. I love it. Moving on. Super good. That's great stuff right there, guys. Got through the second inning. Offered up no hits, no runs.
Chad Taylor steps in here to start out their
and
half of the third.
This is a little bit more fun because now I get to face up against Michael King.
Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
So I'm cool with that. Even though it may not mean that I'm going to get a win or have a great game. There's another YouTuber on here that I get to play against, so that's another strikeout. That's 2 strikeouts for this game, 7 in the video.
What this is going to be. Knuckleball, good morning. Knuckleball, good afternoon. And knuckleball, good night.
I am just going to keep the heavy diet of knuckleballs.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
I gotta keep feeding it. It's knuckle curve, huh? All right, catcher. Okay, so my catcher always sets up the knuckle curve out of the strike zone. So I'm going to throw it in the strike zone because I want the strike if he watches it. 3 strikeouts in the game, 8 in total, 2 away from meeting my goal for the video of 10 strikeouts in 2 games. Rubio, fly ball to center field, 1 pitch out.
Pretty painless half of the inning.
Yeah, I'm in cruise mode. Is basically where I'm at right now.
Number 3. Johnny Land.
Ready
here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Okay, well, again, he called for the knuckle curve, and I threw straight knuckleball. It's over the middle of the plate. I understand that, and I understand that means that it's a risky pitch, and if it gets teed up, it could be a home run, but
underneath this one, and he's got it for the first out.
At least in this game, I'm not worried about it because look at the zones for these guys. The blue means that they're not good, and according to the online stuff, that means that they get a 20% decrease in stats trying to hit the ball in that spot. So I'm gonna. Most of them don't have the center zone. Most of them don't have the center zone. So, hey, yeah, I threw a guy out. Yay, I did it. I played some defense.
Was a ground out victim last time. Ground ball left side. Ibar is up with it.
I'm okay with it. I'll take it. I did something. I got a trophy for being able to throw to first base as a pitcher. It reminds me of Jonathan Lester. Okay, so here's Michael King, who is cold as ice against lefties. So I am just going to feed him some knuckleballs and see how he...
And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
But Jonathan Lester trying to throw over to first base from the pitcher's mound just to do a pickoff. And being, like, to the point where he was so wildly inaccurate that he just stopped doing it. You know? That's kind of how how I felt about defense until just now, where I actually successfully threw a ball. And I bobbled it.
And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
All right.
Now batting. Digging in to try it again, Carmen Acevedo. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Sends that one out of play for strike
All
one.
right, so we can get ground out here and get ourselves maybe a double play ball.
That's in there, and he's deep in the
This
hole
is a
now,
showtime
0-2.
moment for sure. This is a 5th inning. Trying to make sure I can stay in the game. Got to get. Well, get him looking. 4 strikeouts, 9 on the video, guys. I am 1 strikeout away from meeting my goal, and it's taken almost the entire second game for me to get that 5th strikeout. If I get it. I'm in the 5th inning. Let's be honest. My 6th and 7th innings is usually where I fall apart, but because I wanted the 5 strikeout game.
Got him.
That's 10 strikeouts, guys. That's the 5 and 5. So, I mean, I could,
last half of the 5th coming up.
I could realistically throw another strikeout, but I didn't think 10 was that untouchable.
This is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started. Set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball.
All right. This is, again, these are the innings where I have my trouble. 6th is usually
on the ground is
okay.
short.
Double play ball.
Two.
Double play ball.
Flip of his glove
That'll
for
help
one.
out. Okay.
On to Craig, and
That'll
it's
keep
in
the
time,
guys in the
double play.
bullpen sitting
Johnny
if I can
Bland
do that.
will come on now, and no sooner
Got to
did it
get
look
through
like
this
they may
inning.
have something
That
started, then the
is the
double
bare
play took it
minimum
all away.
for this guy, for Chris Cooper here. Is we got to get 6. We got to go get 6, and we got to get 6 looking good. Already got 5 strikeouts.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
And
this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far.
our young man here, who is up to bat, is offering me a chance to have a 6th strikeout.
Foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
I got a knuckle. I'm gonna showtime it. This will give me a 6th strikeout for this game.
Oh, that one got the pitcher. Fortunately, he's
but
I'll take
the throw out. That's fine. Hit my foot. My feet are. I'm never worried about my feet. So 6 innings pitched. I still have the lead.
Third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they
I have not.
This whole lineup's been pretty.
Haven't had a whole lot of trouble.
Just the 1 run.
I've had guys on base, but not a whole lot of trouble since I gave up the run.
He's fit to be tied after that one. It's 0-2. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
I have not been living on that corner all afternoon.
Starting to get frustrated.
Okay.
He just hasn't made many mistakes at all. And when he has,
actually, my mother-in-law is getting a hold of me, guys. Hi, Sally. My son is going to come. My son is going to need daddy here in a second. So, obviously, this will be the last game of the video. But it was going to be anyways. I was just going to get 2 in. So, here we go.
Late innings, and this pitcher has thrown a first pitch strike to every
I'm under the impression that this will be my last inning pitch, whether I have a good start to next inning or not. But with the lead going into this, 2 outs, but with the lead going into the 8th, I'd like to believe that I'm going to get the decision here.
Very weakly on the ground. And the inning
safe.
is going to continue.
Michael King, you have an infield base hit against me, and there it is. There's my game. And we won 2-1, so I get the win. That's for certain. The win is mine. 6 2/3, 1 run given up, 6 Ks.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher,
and I get player of the game.
Above and beyond
that you gotta appreciate that knuckleball in it.
The game.
Good stuff.
Yeah, he needed just a little help to get out of that 7th inning, but all in all, that's 6 2/3, very strong innings.
It would be nice if I could have got that 7th inning. I really wanted the 7th inning, but that's pretty good stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and allocate these points real quick and then save, and that'll be the video for today, guys. Or for this morning. I'll have another video up later today. Let's see. I doubt that my cutter velocity... Oh, I can still get a point in cutter velocity. See, I'm not worried about these down stats because they're on things that... I'm just not going to give up the stuff. Anyways, but that'll be the video for today, guys. I got up to 60 overall today. I keep saying that'll be the video for today, but you'll probably see me on later. Again, I've turned off the chat. I'm just going to play the games and have fun. So I'll see you guys later.